What do you think of Bath as an area? Do you think it's got enough tourism areas for people to go?
Well, it does attract a lot of tourists, so I would say yeah, it is a nice tourist spot to come.
What's the main tourism items you've got in Bath?
I'll probably say the Roman Baths, because it's quite a popular place for tourists to go to.
Do you think there's enough done to promote tourism in the area?
Excuse me?
Do you think there's enough places in Bath that promote tourism?
I think there's plenty of places around the city for tourists to explore. Yeah.
If you're a tourist, where would you go
Um,
on a day like this?
I'll probably visit the Roman Baths because it's indoors, it's warm, cosy, and gives you a tour of pretty much the history of Bath.
Cheers. So in Bath, do you think there's enough tourism promotion for tourism?
Well, first of all, I'm new in Bath, and I'm from California, so I don't really know much about Bath. But from what I've seen, from what I've heard, it's supposed to be amazing. It's supposed to be spas or whatever. I don't even know what that is, to be honest. But
Do you think that if you were to work on the advertising board, do you think you'd make big campaigns?
Sorry, come again?
Well, if you were to sort of be part of Bath tourism, like the board, because they were asking for people from outside of Bath to come in, if you could suggest one thing like an advertising campaign, what sort of thing would you do?
First of all, let people know. You know what I'm saying? Any sort of way of letting people know what's up. You know what I mean? Like maybe posters, videos. You know what I'm saying? Just let people know what this whole thing's about. Because I still don't know, and I've been here for a long time. You know what I mean? So as far as that's concerned, that's where we'll start from. But as far as where we'll take it from there, I've got no clue. You know what I mean? I've got no idea.
And how long have you actually been in Bath for?
I've been here for about 5-6 months now.
So you're not really knowing what tourism there is around here then?
Not necessarily, no. I've heard people talk about tourism, talk about Roman stuff, but I've got no clue as to where I go or what to do as far as tourism is concerned. So.
And I bet you the weather's better back home than it is here.
Yeah, that's something I was going to touch on actually. With the greatest of respects for all of y'all that live out here, the weather's shockingly bad. But still, do you know what I mean? I've got to get used to that. But the weather's not great, is it, for tourism? That's probably why people like me don't really know much about it, because we don't really look into it. You know what I mean? As far as the weather's concerned, it could be a lot better.
Cheers, thanks for your time.
No problem, thanks, man.
Cheers. So, in Bath, if you had a student come up to you in the Student Advice Centre and say, I've got a day off, I want to go out in Bath and a tour around Bath at different attractions, what would you suggest for them to go and do?
Okay, well, being a young person, I guess they might be interested in music and stuff, so they might be interested in seeing some bands and kind of like some free stuff as well. So I would suggest they kind of maybe check out pubs like the Bell, where you've got open mic sessions and you've got lots of different bands. Also, I live in Oldfield Park, so there's quite a lot going around there for students. So Green Park Tavern, they often have bands as well, and kind of music nights and things. In terms of cheap places to eat, Bath has got some good curry houses, so I suggest you go to the Jamuna and have a curry, and a few pints at the Bell.
And if it was like the summer, what places would you suggest?
I'd suggest going to somewhere like Alexandra Park, up the top of Bear Flat, where you've got amazing views and you can see all over Bath from there, and it's quite quiet as well, so you could go and take a picnic, sit up the top and look out over Bath.
Do you think there's enough done for the advertising of the tourism in Bath?
For young people?
Yeah.
I think...
Or from a personal opinion, point of view?
Well, obviously, if you live here, then you've seen the Roman Baths, and so you're looking for more things to do. So, like, you're interested in the festivals, like Literature Festival, or maybe the International Music Festival. But I think for young people, maybe there isn't enough cheap or free stuff.
And what about the advertisement? Is there enough advertisement on the public transport to try and get people in and out and around?
People who live in Bath.
What about people who are from the outside of Bath? Do you think there's enough advertisement from being a
well,
person that
there's
lives in Bath?
if you don't live in Bath, then obviously if you're coming for the weekend, you can look at the Visit Bath app, which is really good, and you can download that onto your phone, and it tells you the things that are coming up, all the festivals, all the events, and I've got that on my iPad, and that's really good to plan like my weekends. Because, for example, in a couple of weeks we've got Sustrans opening the Two Tunnels network, which is going to be really exciting, which is based on the Bath Pigs. A few years ago, one of our stonemasons, Nigel, he's one of the lecturers, he came up with the idea for us to have these pigs, I don't know if you've seen them, and they were decorated all around the city, and then they were auctioned off, and then the government matched the money, and that money went towards opening up this tunnel, which is going to be the longest tunnel in Europe, and it's all got LED lighting, and it's a 3-mile cycle route that joins Bath up to Midford, and so you can cycle along there for a sort of day out. So that's going to be an awesome free day out for families. It'll be great.
Is there much for families in Bath if the weather's like it is today? Is there much for people to go indoors?
Well, you can go to the sports centre, can't you, and play a bit of table tennis or badminton. I don't think there is if you're looking at things that don't cost very much money. I mean, the museums are still free, though they are talking about charging for museums. And you know, if you put your wellies on, you can go out to Rainbow Woods and have a stomp around the skyline. But you know, I don't know. I don't think there's that much to do that doesn't cost any money. And as a parent, you know, you're always looking for free things.
Cheers. Thanks for your time.
Bye.